バーバーバー。いやー 30 minutes earlier than usual, because that's how desperate I am to finish this case tonight. You can't see it, I'm wagging my finger really emphatically. That's how desperate I am to finish this case tonight, is that I'm starting a half hour earlier, cutting into my Sunday night. Welcome back to what is what will be the finale of Ace Attorney Investigations 1. Miles Edgeworth, whatever, HD, yeah, whatever. Not that much happened last time. It's the same shit. But we're on the last part. Everyone's coming together to take down Alba. He looks suspicious in the past too. He looks like he was connected to the old case, and it seems to be that he killed Manny Cochin as well as Mask to Mask II. So that's basically all that happened last time. It's a whole lot of nothing. It's really frustrating. Before we jump into it, I have a complaint that I just have to voice about nothing. ちょっと日本語で文句言わせてください。I'm gonna say this in Japanese because it has to do with me studying. 日本語能力試験の N1 をまた目指していますが、やはり単語語彙力がちょっと足りないので、N1 単語参戦、なんていう？日本語で書いてないか。なんか、なんていう？なんか、なんていうんだろうね。英語文もありますが、その、なんていう？単語を増やすための本を昔に買って全然使わなかった。で、今は使おうとしてて、例えば、チャプター1は人と人の関係、例えば、セクション1は肉親に関して、例えばスパウスは考えれば妻とか旦那さんとか別の言葉を使っちゃうと思うんですけれども、配偶者とか、あとは、to be given something でしょ。で、授かる、なんかもらうとかそうじゃなくて、で例えば、order なんか命令じゃなくて指図されるとか、あとは家出とか言い張るとか門限とかいろいろあるんですけれども、よくわからないのはさ、セクション2友人のところに例えばタイミング、なんで N1 の言葉になってんだろう。タイミング、例文は友達を食事に誘ったがタイミングが悪く断られた。いや待って、で、それはね、なんかみんなそのなんていう日本語能力試験を受ける皆さんが英語母語者ではないっていうことに決まってんだからねって思ってたけど、もっと驚かせたのはじゃんけん。待って、なんか子供の頃から知ってる言葉が N1 の単語ってわけ。今度の飲み会の漢字をじゃんけんで決めよう。いや待って大阪弁じゃいけぴょんじゃんけんぴょんみんな知ってるはず、若い頃から。だからなんでちょっとこの本本当に信頼できるかなみたいな。前はと思ってたけど、今はどうかな。本当に N1 なの？あとはなんかつながるとかぬくもりとか、なんかみんな知ってるはずだと思う。 N1 じゃないわと私は勝手に思ってましたが、そもそもとかもでも他にもありますよね。 気が置けないとか。OBS, are we good? OBS is mad at me speaking Japanese. Okay, わかった。Alright, anyway, I just wanted to complain about this book that I'm using to study. I don't know if it's to be trusted. Maybe I should do like a review of all the books I've used for other N1 people. Maybe in the future, if I can ever pass. Anyway, let's load, shall we? The final testimony. God, we fucking hope so. God fucking willing. Release us from this prison. This quirky prison. It is 3:33 a.m. Day 3 at least of him getting no sleep. GG. How's Edgeworth?
Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. As if there is anything else for me to testify about. I still have yet to fully prove that it was Mr. Alba who murdered Mr. Cochin. Well, I would like to hear about your movements before the murder occurred. I wonder if you could tell us about what you did here at the Theatre Neutralis? Very well, I suppose I could tell you about that.
Why does his teeth sometimes have separate lines and some of them don't?
Because about all I did was watch the Steel Samurai stage show. Elaborating on even that alone is good enough for me. You wish you knew as much. He's like, that's my hyperfixation. Literally, when someone brings up my hyperfixation in a conversation to try to like dupe me, and I go, no. Can I tell? Okay, so once, so I've followed Pokemon since I was young. I stopped following it as closely more recently in like college age years. I had other shit going on, but like I followed it relatively closely, right? And then, well, like close enough to know that like different genders of or different sexes of Pokemon have sometimes different like looks to them. And something came up in like a media or something, and it was like the Pikachu, blah blah blah, he blah blah blah, and I was like, that's not a male Pikachu, that's a female. It's the heart-shaped tail. And my person that I'm no longer friends with was like, wow, I'm really shocked you knew that. I'm like, dude, don't test me. So this is me being Edgeworth, or Edgeworth being me moment. Number 852. The only way for me to place this man under arrest is to pinpoint the exact location of where the murder took place, for that is the key to this investigation.
Yeah, banger.
I watched from the last row. The stage was well lit, but it was dark out in the audience. I swear I was there in the audience, but it's hard to prove that, I suppose. I do remember the contents of the show very well, though. Is that proof enough for you? Those moving scenes were seared into this old man's heart. I'll never forget them.
Oh, yeah? Edgeworth about to be like,
so what happened in episode 4 of season 3? At minute 22. Trick question, the episodes are only 19 minutes long. He's good. So you were in the theater proper, watching the Steel Samurai stage show, were you? Of course I was. I have a great fondness for the Steel Samurai.
Yeah, I was pretty cool up there, wasn't I?
You're not the one who was cool. It's the Steel Samurai who is cool.
God, he's such a loser. You know who isn't cool? It's you. But it's okay, I love you anyway. Yeah, and the Steel Samurai's special finishing move today was really something, huh? Hey, Edgy! Who is she? Who is this super cute girl? I wish they hadn't done this to you, King.
She's been standing there this whole time, and only now he notices her?
Didn't he mention her before?
Her name is Kay Faraday, and she's helping me in my investigation.
Sorry I didn't get to introduce myself earlier, but better late than never. Yeah, so Kay, I'm Larry Bloods. Silence in the peanut gallery. There's no time for such trivialities at a time like this.
Mr. Prosecutor, this is the final battle. You got that? I know. This is the end. For that man there. Now that's the kind of thing I like to hear. I think I'll give trusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor. I almost read that as thrusting. Or rather, Mr. Edgeworth. Friends. Oh. I leave this critical battle up to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Have no fear. I will finish the job. This really is the end game. The time has come to expose every last one of Mr. Alba's lies. I don't know, you've said that at least 4 times. This time for sure. The last row? They didn't give you old person seating? The last row? I should think that an ambassador would have had special seating reserved. That's a very nice way to put it. I wanted my staff to enjoy the Steel Samurai show as well, so I gave up all of the good seats for them. It was enough for me to simply see him. I don't know, sitting in the last row is usually reserved for people who need to be in and out of the theater. Hey, the Steel Samurai wasn't the only hero. Let's not forget about the Pink Princess here. I love her little smirk. She's sassy. My dear madam, if you continue to thrust about like that, your hip may begin to hurt again. Oh my, well aren't you the considerate person when you wanna be? But this young butterfly is on the side of Angie Poo. But now it's the final part, Maddie. Yeah, you're so right. Also, how are you? Hi. Also, hi. Listen, I know you. So you can spare me the flirtatious come-ons. Wow, he's completely frozen! In frustration, perhaps. I dare say she can be one rather trying opponent. In any case, Mr. Alba, can you actually prove to us that you were watching the show? Hold it! I have been doing... Yeah, Natty? Yeah, I have been doing as well. Stay safe out there, dude. You've been doing a different kind of doing, I think. Just with the way things are in the world, but regardless. Please stay safe. Are you admitting, then, that you have no way of proving to us that you were watching? The horrors persist, but so do we. Yeah, sometimes the horrors are in your own head, too. Quiet! You buzz at my ear like a pesky little fly. Silence! Silencio. Remain silent. If you don't wish to listen quietly until the end of what I have to say, then perhaps you should pack up and get out of my way. I see that you're willing to be a bit more receptive now. While it's true that it may be difficult to prove that I was out in the audience. Yeah, tell me more. Prove it. Well, I remember the contents of the show as well myself. That's nice. Huh? That's nice! Miles Edgeworth, don't allow yourself to be riled up by him at this important juncture. Stop your weeb shit and get on with it! I wasn't planning to let him. Well, if you ask me, I think I'm the biggest Steel Samurai expert around here. And you didn't think the climactic... Or didn't you think the climactic scene of today's show was just totally awesome? Yes, I remember that well. And that spectacular special move. The way you delivered the final blow against the evil magistrate. Early summer rain jab. Oh. I don't think that's what he did. Dione? Oh, that scene will live on in my heart forever. Is that how it went? I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I'm just making sure me and my friends and family are good, taking one step at a time. Yeah, that's all you really can do at this point. Unless you want to invoke even more horrors at the risk of drastic change that may or may not work. It's tough out there. It's tough. How can you forget your own special moves? That's the special attack that the Steel Samurai uses when he's using the Samurai Spear.
Yes, and today was the first time they showed it off, was it not? If I hadn't watched the show, then how could I answer you with the name of the move? Well, you're wrong, actually.
I suppose you are correct, but if you could, please elaborate on this point for me.
Hold it!
Early Summer Rain Jab was a move that was to be unveiled today.
And because I saw that brand new special move, I believe it confirms my alibi.
How sad. The only way he's got to protect himself is that he watched the Steel Samurai. Freak. I guess this guy really has nothing else left. Dude, okay? So funny. I would like to not live in interesting times, please. For real, dude. Yeah, for real. It's crazy. Yes, and to avoid arrest, you can bet he'll say or do anything. But with all of us here, there will be no escape for him. Yeah, we'll find a way to bring him to justice. Now then, let us continue with your testimony, Mr. Alba. Hi, Nim!
Very well. Oh, very well. The Steel Samurai special move and various other scenes.
Hold it!
I agree. Today will be a day to remember. Actually, it was yesterday, but especially when we finally make you pay for the wrongs you've committed.
What?
Hey, that's what the Steel Samurai says when he defeats the evil magistrate. Actually, that line was just something I ad-libbed. Hell yeah, dude. You may act all surprised, but naturally you remember this line, don't you?
Of course I do. I just now understand how the evil magistrate felt, is all.
Then allow me to make you identify with the evil magistrate some more. Hey, then that makes you the Steel Samurai, huh? That's his dream, Kay. His dream, even more than being the Steel Samurai, is to fuck the Steel Samurai, and that's on God. Well, if you had to complete the analogy, I suppose then, yes. And I do believe it's about time to bring the curtains down on this with a bang. Kay and myself were also in the audience of the Steel Samurai stage show. He's got nothing on the Jammin' Ninja, but he was still cool enough, I guess. Was my brand new special finishing move totally rad? No, don't tell me. It was you who thought of the special move. Yup. Now what was it again? Extremely silly rain jab. Oh, was that it? Some new indie shows coming out that have been neat. Knights of Guinevere, Digital Circus, Homestuck surprisingly. This sure is a timeline. Digital Circus, I've seen glimpses of, and the other one's not really. That wasn't on my big bingo card. Yeah, I have been pretty deep in the trenches of nothing really wonderful. It's gotten better as time has gone on. Just like the last 4 weeks have been like hard for whatever reason. For multiple reasons rather. And then now Hades 2 is out, so I did 3 runs the other day and then my hand started hurting. So the second my hand started hurting, I stopped. But in 3 runs, I already got to the end of the second area and halfway through that boss before I died. And I didn't have a Death Defiance, so I think I'm good. But I'll keep playing on that file. No, wait, it was Stubble Breaking Chop. That doesn't sound quite right. How can you forget a move you came up with? The final piece to Mr. Alba's alibi is that he was watching the Steel Samurai's show. However, if he was busy killing Mr. Cochin, he should not have had the time to do so. I hope it gets better. Thank you. Part of it is, I think, just timing. I never have a good time around the time of my birthday. And also, like, the anniversary of my brother's death, right? And work was really frustrating. And my therapist has been on leave at, like, some conference, so I haven't been able to see her. I'll get to see her tomorrow, thankfully. So I haven't had that outlet. There's just, like, a mix of things. I got all the way to the 3rd boss, literally the run after we hung up, and then didn't do that again for, like, 10 runs. Yeah. I don't know, there's just something about how Millennium plays that I, like, understand. If that makes sense. Okay. So you're a liar and a fraud.
Objection.
The special move today was the early summer rain jab. Is that your final answer?
Objection.
Silence. You little irritating gnat. Do you think you can trip me up by asking the same question over and over?
No, I don't need to. That was not my intention. Your testimony is more than sufficient. However, I believe it would be wise for you to take a look at this.
The samurai spear. What about it?
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I won't go into it on stream. It's not a topic for me to talk about on stream, but life is hard. That's so funny because I feel like she plays like the bow from the first game. No way. No way. No. The boons are super different too. Like, I don't know. I had a really good combination of boons on that third run as well. This spear actually never made it on stage today.
Excuse me?
You think you know more about the Steel Samurai than me? Unfortunately for you, tonight's Steel Samurai happened to be a goof of a young man with an abundance of useless hot-bloodedness. Yeah? Yeah? Having said that, said the useless man bent the spear during his rehearsal this evening. Kay, do you remember what the Steel Samurai's special move was tonight?
It was the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash.
Correct. Because he couldn't use the spear, a last-minute change was made. Had you really been watching the show, you would have known the move that was used. Quercus Alba! You didn't watch even a single minute of the Steel Samurai stage show tonight, did you?
Aha. So if he wasn't watching the show tonight, then it opens up the possibility that he was busy killing Mr. Kochin instead.
So where were you during the show? I demand an answer, now. Just what is so funny?
You're so sloppy. And so are your conclusions. I still insist that I watch the show. Or most of it, in any case.
What do you mean by most of it?
Oh, you see, during the show I left my seat for a spell to visit the bathroom. I assume that was when that dramatic scene was played out on stage. That is the lousiest, lamest excuse I've ever heard in my life, pal.
Gumshoe is exactly how I feel about this fucking case.
Just because he got the name of the move wrong. We can't really use that as proof that he didn't watch the show at all.
Okay, but then we go back on the TV, because I bet that was recorded, right? We go back on the CCTV, we go see what time that was, and we line it up to the times that fucking Kochin died. Guys, it's not that hard. They're trying to drag out this dramatic thing that just, like, doesn't work.
As a fan of the Steel Samurai, I'd wanted to watch the entire show. Honest.
As a Steel Samurai fan, for someone who wasn't even in his seat for the climax of the show, you have no right to call yourself a Steel Samurai fan, ever.
Hold it. Dare? Dare? Who was that just now?
Oh, Larry.
Hold it! It would be I, young lady!
Larry! That was more my voice than Edgeworth. Larry, what are you doing interrupting me like that?
Edgy!
Please, hold on for a second, I beg. You may never accept this old man as a Steel Samurai fan, but I totally think he's a Steel Sam-maniac. What exactly is a Steel Sam-maniac, pal?
I believe he meant to say Steel Samurai Maniac.
Yeah, and trust me, I know a real fan when I see one because I'm the Steel Samurai. I will never acknowledge you as the true Steel Samurai! What are you getting so worked up over, Mr. Edgeworth? okay? Don't worry about it. He will tell you when you're older. It appears that the real Steel Samurai recognizes me as a fan. As well as he should, for I am a fan. It's not as though I missed the entire show. It was a most amazing show, filled with the spirit of the young and the young at heart. The sarcasm dripping from his long wooden nose couldn't run any thicker. That imagery was awful.
Getting the name of the move wrong only proves that he didn't watch the last scene. What I really need here is something more definitive. Something that links Mr. Alba directly to the murder of Mr. Manny Cochin.
You know what, Gramps? You're really something else. I'm honored to receive such praise from the Steel Samurai. But what is it for? Well, I was just wondering how you found out about the early summer rain jab. That move is a bit of a secret that only a small portion of the staff know about.
Wait, it was a secret. Larry? Wait, what did you just say?
Uh-huh? Did I say something stupid again?
Did you say that the early summer rain jab was actually a secret?
Well, maybe I shouldn't have said secret. It's more like we only decided on the name of the move right before the start of the show. Right before? Yeah, the stage director was going nuts because we were supposed to debut the move. About 5 minutes before the show, we threw it up on the dressing room's whiteboard. Early summer rain jab. That's kind of how we decided the name of the move. But by that time, I already bent the spear, so I guess the whole thing was kind of pointless. All of you Steel Samurai actors are the same. The director has my complete sympathy. Long story short, because we changed the move to the sushi slash, we kind of pretended that the early summer rain jab didn't exist at all. I mean, it'd be bad if someone found out we changed the move, so we made it a secret. Sorry, I just realized that Francisca was dunking on Will Powers there for a second, too. That's really funny. Because I'm like, how would she know Will Powers? But she did, because he was in the last case as a witness of Justice for All. She probably didn't know Jack Hammer, but neither did we, really.
So basically, a gag order was issued for publicity's sake.
It almost makes the early summer rain jab sound like a lost art. Yeah, which is why I think most of the staff haven't even heard of the move. Hold those lips of yours still. What the heck, old man? I've done nothing but listen, and from what I can tell, it's all very unrelated to the case. It's also very tedious and a pointless exercise and wasting time. Much like a kid's show.
Objection!
Mr. Alba, I believe the one who should be quiet now is you.
How dare you?
I suspect that you've already noticed exactly what the very severe implications are in this man's testimony.
Ha! So now you're trying to bully me, huh? No, I've been trying to bully you for the last, 3 hours. There are no implications to be read into, but to be read into a behind-the-scenes story of a kid's show.
Knuckle back!
Don't even think about trying to slither your way out of this, Quercus Alba.
You were the one who said it yourself, that the name of the move was Early Summer Rain Jab. But that name was only decided upon right before the show was about to start.
So, just what are you driving at? That the name of the move you told us was never used in the show or said aloud.
Now then, would you care to tell us about how you found out the name of that move?
Because I can only think of one way you could have known.
Quercus Alba, this is the only way you could have known the name of the special move.
Did he think of it? Okay, I just want to see the dialogue for this.
You knew the name because you thought it up. Therefore, it's only natural that you knew. You are the one who created the name of that move.
Mr. Edgeworth, somehow I don't think that's it. Let's just leave it at that, since it clears everything up for me nice and neatly. Hey, what exactly did you find out by saying that anyway?
Not much actually.
Will you please take this seriously?
I guess I made a mistake.
Okay.
That was... Okay. You saw it.
You knew the name because you saw it. You saw it on the dressing room's whiteboard. The staff members who knew it were keeping it a secret.
I haven't seen that dialogue before. Yeah, neither have I.
So you couldn't have simply gone up to a staff member and asked. Which means that the only other option left is that you saw it on the whiteboard.
So that means Mr... No. So... I'm like doing another voice for her today. I don't know what it is. So that means that Mr. Alba was in there at some point, right? Well, what's the big deal, sir? I don't see what that means.
There was another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with the dressing room. So we can't afford to let this slide. This is related to both the dressing room and to Mr. Cochin's murder.
I believe it's the cart, yeah? Ja oder nein? Yes.
Take that!
The pushcart that was used to move the body was right there in the dressing room. During the show, the pushcart awaited its turn to be pushed on stage in the dressing room. And it was finally pushed there along with the Iron Infant in the last scene of the show. And then right after the show ended, it went into Alabast along with the Steel Samurai. Which means that the only time the killer could have placed the body inside the pushcart was when the pushcart was in the dressing room backstage.
So basically, the killer has to be someone who visited the dressing room during the show.
Precisely.
Oh, but wait! What if, and this is just a what if the murder took place right in the dressing room?
What do you mean, Kay? I have to admit she brings up a valid possibility. During the show, the dressing room was supposed to be devoid of people.
Slipping undetected into a private dressing room, then, would be as simple as pie. The killer must have come up with the idea to move the body with the pushcart then, too.
Correct, thus making the theater's dressing room the ideal location for the murder of Mr. Manny Cochin. Quercus Alba, during the show you went down to the dressing room, and I want to know why.
Yes. Yes, I was there. I went into the dressing room. I knew it. I'm placing you under arrest right now, pal. You got that? Arrest! Silence. Not so fast. Well, what is it now? Don't I deserve a chance to explain myself?
Explain? What is there to explain?
I believe I told you earlier that I went to the bathroom. Well, I got lost when I did. I wanted to ask for directions, but when I opened the dressing room door, no one was inside. And that's when I saw the name of the move on the whiteboard. You punk. Still trying to get out of this? Do you really think you can get away at this point? Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there anything you can do to stop him?
I don't have enough evidence on hand to do anything.
Then let's go to the fucking dressing room.
I don't have the airtight evidence I need to put this man away for good. But if that's what I need, then perhaps... Agent Long, I believe an investigation of the dressing room in question is in order.
Thank you. We should have done this forever ago. The second that we found out the cart was related, we should have been in the dressing room. And that's on God.
It's possible that we may find new evidence there.
Yeah, if Mr. Edgeworth pokes around in there, I'm sure he'll find some new facts, pal. Ooh, and if we use Little Thief, we may even learn something from a recreation. We don't need to do any of that. What? Won't be? How could you? I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just that we've already searched there. My men really are something else. I don't know, they've missed shit before, brother. And they found nothing. There's only one thing I can say to you, sis, and it's that they found nothing. That's it. I guess you're right. If they had found something, they would have reported it to us. They couldn't find anything because there was nothing there to find. And if there is no info to feed into Little Thief, then I can't do much to help either. I'm struggling with Kay today, what the fuck?
Is this the end? The murder took place in this theater, which is not protected under extraterritorial rights. And the fact that it was Mr. Alba himself who committed the murder. If I can't prove both statements to be true, Mr. Alba walks away a free man. Is there no other course of action left to us?
It would appear that your hand of cards has turned out to be a bust. Now, if you will excuse me, because of you people I missed my flight. Now I must make haste to arrange for a new one.
Hold it. Who?
Who is it this time?
Oh, hold it. Hold it right there. I'm watching you with this. Hold it right there, you whippersnappers.
First Larry and now you!
What is with that scary monster-like scowl on your face, Edgy Poo? Don't treat me like I'm some sort of nuisance. I've been meaning to say this, but all of you keep talking about things I don't get at all. You're leaving this lady in the sad, depressing, lonely dust, and I'm about to cry in.
My voice for her has become,
My name's Laura.
on accident, more than anything.
Why did you have to speak up right at this instant?
But you know what, Edgy Poo? Cheer up, because I'm about to give you the most wonderful thing.
The most wonderful thing? From you?
He's like, you.
It's so super special that I couldn't give it away to just anyone, you know. My special present of love to my sweet Edgy Poo. Are you ready? Is this...
It's...
This case is so stupid. It's a box of those samurai dogs, right?
Yes. Oh, Edgy Poo. Here, go on and eat one and you'll feel right as rain.
He's like, I'm going to kill myself. Again.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is about to choose death again. Are we through here?
Why did everyone get so quiet all of a sudden? Edgy Poo. Tell me you understand the depths of this lady's love for you.
She gave you a bunch of wieners?
I'm not one to hand out snacks willy-nilly, you know. No, sir. The thought occurred to me that maybe it would be good if I fed you, and then you're nice and full. One day it's my dream to serve you some of my homemade food. I mean, isn't it the desire of every woman to make sure that their beloved never goes hungry? And that's what I want to experience. I'll tell you one thing, though. A long time ago, they say you used to have missed me.
Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do anything about her?
There was no power on earth that can force that woman into silence.
And we gave her a weapon, guys.
But I'm so sick and tired of it. All you people do is look down on me. Even this box of samurai dogs play me for a fool. It had a special design on its fan, like the Japanese flag, so I thought it was special. But when I ate one, it tasted just like all the rest. Oh, it made me so mad.
Wait, a special box with a Hinomaru-like fan on it.
I like that they didn't translate that. They could have said it with a design like the Japanese flag, but they were like, no, no, no. Hinomaru. Oh, by the way, but we're in America. Which means he's a weeb.
I've never heard of such a piece of merchandise existing before. However, there it is. The red sun on this fan is filled in. Is it possible? Could it be? After the show, the samurai dogs were piled up on the dressing room floor. However, there is no such thing as a Hinomaru dog. This contradiction of facts between something that should not exist and yet does. The rays from this red sun may just be what we needed to point us in the right direction.
Nihon Banzai mitana. Matte, I forgot how stupid this was. Especially when you're not in, like, the Japanese context of it. That would make more sense if we were supposed to be in Japan. A present.
The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. Well, we were supposed to hand off the dogs to everyone on the off to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into the pushcart just to move them.
I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Cochin at this theater and then you placed his body inside the pushcart. And then, you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. It's time to piece together the final pieces of this logic puzzle. No matter how fragile or small the connections may be, once we've found them all, the way to the truth will be revealed.
Hold on. Is it this first? I feel this feels wrong. Okay, whatever. That doesn't feel right, but I think that should have been the boxes were on the floor. And then the pushcart. Okay, whatever.
The killer used the pushcart to transport the body, which means that they had to remove the samurai dogs from within first, sorry. Therefore, the samurai dogs that were piled up on the dressing room floor were most likely taken out of the pushcart by the killer.
Yeah, that's okay. Whatever.
That which should not exist. This box of samurai dogs with a Hinomaru on it. If this red sun was filled in when the killer was busy removing the samurai dogs from the pushcart, then it's proof that the murder took place in the dressing room. As long as this red substance turns out to be what I believe it to be. Windy Oldbag. You'll never hear me say this again. I thank you.
Ah!
What you have given to me is truly something very special.
Edgy poo! Mr. Edgeworth, are you sure you're feeling okay, sir?
Mr. Alba, as I suspected, you killed Mr. Cochin in the dressing room.
How many times must I listen to you repeat yourself? Haven't you figured it out yet? Your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. The only way I'm going to continue to cooperate is with some definitive evidence. For but a moment, I thought, wow, Edgeworth should meet Professor Layton with all these puzzles, only to remember a split second later that they did. They kinda did. Yeah, I don't know much about the Professor Layton game, but I assume they meet. Question mark. That's the one game I really don't know much about. I used to know more spoilers, but I've forgotten most of them. There's only one that I still remember. And I won't say what it is.
That arrogance, that self-confidence. You believe that you've erased every piece of evidence that could incriminate you. However, there remains one piece here, and it is what will put you away for good.
Ha! You're bluffing. Oh ho! Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sounds like you finally found them. You finally found the fangs we need to go after this guy's jugular. Well, you have the fangs, but whatever. So tell us, what about that box of samurai dogs is going to put the old man away?
The trace evidence that will bring him down? Why, it's here, of course.
How do I zoom? Zoom in. There we go.
This box of samurai dogs with a Hinomaru fan on it. This should never have existed. So I want you all to take a good look at this red spot. It's a single drop of blood.
Huh? What? Blood, you say?
Agent Long, I'd like this blood analyzed post-haste.
I've got to admit, I'm a bit surprised. I can't believe we found blood in a place like this. Hey you, get this down to the lab, pronto. But why was there blood on that box to begin with? They could have figured out that it was blood sooner if they had just taken the label off and noticed that it had, like, dripped through to the other side. And also it wouldn't be red anymore. But okay, what do I know?
If we think about the flow of the crime, I think the reason will become obvious. Larry, you said that you had transported the the samurai dogs with the pushcart, correct?
Yeah. You have a great memory, Edgy. What a perfect circle it made. That too. If it fell into the drop and then it like bled outward, or like absorbed outward, the center would be the darkest point. You'd be able to see the rings. That pushcart was a bit too big for my son, you know what I mean? So to make sure everyone could see him, I had to pile some stuff in. I figured the samurai dogs were there, so I used them to fill up the cart.
If what Larry says is true, then what were the boxes doing on the floor?
Ah, I see. The killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart.
Exactly. And that is when I believe the victim's blood found its way onto that box.
But when my men investigated that room, not a single box of samurai dogs was in there. Because the embassy staff members had already confiscated them.
Yes, no doubt to hide the evidence of the murder.
It's a good thing Ms. Oldbag managed to steal that one box before they got to them, huh? Looks like Ms. Oldbag also managed to put this great thief to shame. What a scandalous way of putting that. I didn't steal, I received it from myself.
Workus Alba, I'd say that this was one very fatal oversight on your part.
I'm sick of his shit, man. Sorry to rain on your little love fest. However,
How? How can he be so self-confident in a no-win situation for him like this?
even if that blood turns out to belong to Mr. Cochin, then what? So, Mr. Edgeworth, it sounds like he's not ready to call it quits yet, huh? After we were like, one more time. Okay, one more time. Okay, one more time. Or, okay, one more time. For real this time. Me when I'm like, okay, one more chapter. Okay, one more chapter. For real this time, one more chapter. No, I'm pretty good about stopping on chapters for fix. Though the other night, I did want to binge through an entire Noragami volume. If you know, you know, volume 14 goes crazy.
The sole piece of evidence that was left at the scene of the crime. That alone has shed light on a new fact. At the very least, we now have proof that the murder occurred in the dressing room.
And you say that like it means something. Huh? Excuse me, sirs. お願いします. Oh, Kagami-san. Report! What were the results of the analysis? Sir, the analysis came back and confirmed that the red substance is blood. I knew it. But this Quercus alba. Mr. Edgeworth, I wonder if you might humor my question.
Your question?
The one from before, or have you forgotten? Even if that is Mr. Cochin's blood, what difference would it make? Like we already told you, it proves that the crime scene was that dressing room. But it doesn't prove that I am your killer, does it? Ugh, that's...
He has a very good point. The blood on that box doesn't prove that Mr. Alba is the killer.
Then, this evidence, it's meaningless? That can't be. We were so close, sir. See, this is like the 5th time that this dialogue, or at least, that this dialogue has happened in this case, in this final part of this case with Alba. It sucks. Hey guys, this is not how you write dramatically. I want to smack that smug look off his face. Come on, there's gotta be something we can do.
We finally found a solid piece of evidence. There must be something I can expose with it. I can't think of a single thing.
I mean, it's also you've been awake for 3 days straight. That's probably part of the reason why you are struggling, King. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way. Hold it. Question mark? Who was that? It's too late. I won't allow anyone to stop me now. It wasn't me, pal. And it wasn't me this time either. It wasn't me either. It was me. It was me!
Oh, why did you...
Because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir.
There's more?
What? Hurry up and spit it out. Yes, sir. That blood I mentioned. It's not at the same type. It's not of the same blood type as the victim's blood. No. What? What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? If it isn't his, then who the hell's is it? I don't know, sir. All I know is it's not the same blood type as the victim's, sir. What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore.
Neither do I.
My, what amusing turn of events. That blood drop proved something to be true, all right. Namely, my words.
And which one of your words would that be?
The ones where I said your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. That blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever. Need I remind you that the blood got onto that box long before it entered my embassy?
What sort of nonsense?
Yeah, it's blood, pal. There's no way it's not related to the murder.
Well...
I fear we can't guarantee that at this point, my friend. So you would like to believe. But what if someone preparing the samurai dogs had a small nosebleed? What then? I guess that's possible. Damn it. Have we been wasting our time on a red herring? The blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be clue enough. Crocus Alba, you bastard! Silence. Silence. Silencio. Remain silent. Don't you ever address me with such a filthy word again. I've wasted enough time here with you, and you have your answers. Now let me through. Alba, it doesn't matter where you run off to. You'll never escape me. Someday, I'll have the satisfaction of sinking my fangs into you. You'll see. And all of Interpol will be behind me, working to see to it that that day comes. Do you know what your words sound like to me? They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser of a mutt. Oh, he's such a loser.
Is this really the extent of all that we can do? Is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case? Or is there another possibility? Someone else other than the victim? Just when I thought I had been backed into a corner, it is I who has been backed into one. In a situation like this.
Never mind, this case is great, never mind.
In a situation like this, what would that man do? What would he who can turn any desperate situation around do? Turn it around. That's it. I must turn my way of thinking around. It's not whose blood is this. It's whose blood could get onto the box like this. And if I think about it that way, if the blood got onto the box when the body was being placed into the pushcart, then the owner of said blood must have been in the dressing room at the time. And there was only one person that could be.
Well, I must praise you for trying so hard. It's because of you kids that I was removed from the center stage.
Bluff your way out of it.
Yeah. And will be forced to live out the rest of my life in the shadows, unfortunately. But it's not a total loss, as the underworld will allow me more freedom than you'll ever know. Freedom like what the raven feels as it flies through the dark night sky. You can't lay a finger on me, not now or ever. The arm of the law is powerless before me.
Objection!
Nuh-uh.
Idiot. Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you.
What do you mean?
Allow me to describe you in one word. Pitiful.
Pitiful. How so?
Quercus alba. Your wings were clipped long ago. And for someone who is trying to fly away on them without noticing that fact, pitiful is the perfect word to describe you.
Ha! Mere words.
What do you mean by his wings are clipped, Mr. Edgeworth?
Just what you think it means, Kay. We had already caught him in our trap a while back. With an incredibly powerful, definitive piece of evidence.
Hey, Earth to Mr. Prosecutor. Care to speak in English? What are you talking about? What piece of evidence?
The piece I speak of is, of course, this drop of blood.
But we know that that's not from the English is hard. Hey, guys, English is hard. I never get to speak German in these games. They let Claudia Gavin speak German in these games, but I can't? But we know that it's not from the victim. I don't see how it remains relevant to the case at all.
Ms. Von Karma, I believe that is exactly why it's very important to the case. And the part that is the most important is the fact that it's not the victim's blood. You're looking a little pale. Good. Then I believe you are already aware of what I mean.
Then you know who the blood belongs to?
Of course I do. This piece of evidence is the irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks. The blood that soiled this box of samurai dogs belongs to this person.
Because he showed us his injury willingly, if memory serves. Yeah, huh? God.
The blood of the red sun on this box belongs to you, Quercus alba.
What? Why is his blood on the box of samurai dogs? He's not even a victim.
The blood fell onto the box when Mr. Cochin's body was being loaded into the pushcart. At that time, the only two people in the dressing room were the victim and his killer.
So that's what you mean. If the blood doesn't belong to the victim, then there's only one other person it could belong to.
Yes, and that person is the murderer himself. That's the only logical conclusion.
But Mr. Cochin was the one who was stabbed, sir. Why would Mr. Alba have been the one who was bleeding?
What if during the murder, Mr. Cochin had fought back?
You mean, if before Mr. Alba could kill him, Mr. Cochin managed to wound Mr. Alba?
Yes, and I believe we have a piece of evidence that proves that he was bleeding then. What is the piece of evidence that shows that Mr. Alba was probably bleeding at the time?
He fucking showed us. He said, yeah, this.
Take that!
Mr. Alba, you bear on your body a great wound.
That was from when Damask II attacked me with a pair of scissors.
Yeah, and that happened way after he was in the dressing room.
Ah, but is that really what happened? You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood on it, so I can't just accept that as fact. Shall we try a test, Mr. Alba, and see if the shape of your wound matches the scissors?
You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't let a single thing slip you by, no matter how insignificant the possibility.
You're one to talk, Mr. Alba. You've managed to give the law the slip for 10 years as the smuggling ring's leader. No matter the danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. You truly are a one-of-a-kind criminal.
I am the master of my fear. However, to think that a person such as you could miss such a large thing.
You believe I've overlooked something?
You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Cochin, and that it was caused here in one of the theater's dressing rooms, right?
Yes, that is correct.
I'd like to point out that it's simply not possible. My wound is a stab wound, and one that could only have come from a blade. I wonder where you will propose that such a weapon came from.
This theater was packed with security guards. It would have been impossible for anyone to come into this area with a weapon of any sort.
Why are we dismissing it? He's the fucking, or he was, the ambassador. Guys, and he had a giant fucking cloak. Guys. Hold on. I want to see something really fast. Hey guys, I know it's all, guys, I know it's like 4 a.m. now. We've been talking for forever. It's 4 a.m. We're all tired. Hey, look at his cloak. Hey guys, look at his cloak. Hey, another thing. Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. Just as Mr. Alba was just as Mr. Alba was able to bring in the Alabastian knife and a bouquet, there must have been some other way to sneak in a weapon of some sort. Thank you. Ah, but as long as you can't prove what that other way is, all your talk about Mr. Cochin stabbing me is pure nonsense. So if that other way does exist, you'd better hurry and tell me now.
It was up your ass. With pleasure.
This is he looks very handsome here. Look at how handsome and young.
Wait, what? This piece of evidence shows us how Mr. Cochin brought a weapon into this theater.
Okay. So the weapon that he brought in here was the murder weapon. How could he, like, he could have left it in the fuck-ass cart, is the thing. I don't remember. I'm gonna say this. My bad. Just kidding. Just kidding. Because it's not the one in the bouquet, right? It's not the same one? Or is it the same knife? It could be the same knife. Okay. There's no... Is there any evidence that tells me that it's not the same? I can't remember. Yeah. Shifu being correct. Yeah. You gotta go, yeah. And then he goes, my pleasure. With pleasure. Okay. Save it here instead. Wait, what? This piece of evidence shows us how... Okay. There's so many ways he could have done it, is the thing. He could have brought it in through the statue. He could have brought it in through the bouquet and it's the same weapon. He could have done it through the pushcart, although we said no. He could have just fucking had it in his chest and it blocked by the fuck-ass thing. Okay, I'm gonna try the bouquet just to see. Okay, it's not the same. That's okay. I'm also probably overlooking something really obvious that I've just forgotten about. Man, it takes forever to load. It's just a visual novel. It's just a visual novel. Wait, what? How Mr. Cochin brought a weapon into this theater. Dogs? What if? Okay. Okay. I didn't think that was it, but I was like, wait a minute. That would be crazy if so. Let's get silly. Okay. I'll lock in. So it's not... He brought it into the theater. Okay, it wasn't in the bouquet. It wasn't the same weapon as the bouquet. And it's telling me it's not the pushcart. I think he might have just still had it in him.
Take that.
Okay, no. There's so many fucking ways. Okay, statue next, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't remember. Because I don't think he would have used rope. I don't think this was where the trick came into play. Because this was hollow.
Take that!
Fuck ass. Bullshit ass. Okay. Okay. All the ways that I was like, he could have done it this way, actually are wrong. So now I have to really think. Now I have to really think. Okay, wait, what? How he brought a weapon into the theater. Kore kana?
Take that!
I forgot that this was missing.
Among law enforcement, this piece is known as the Yatagarasu's key.
That key. That's the key that my father stole from here 7 years ago.
And it's very unique in that it is both a key and a knife. Meaning that under the guise of a key, it could have been easily brought into the theater.
Bro!
You couldn't dispose of the knife that stabbed you. Therefore, you wiped off the blood and placed it back in Mr. Cochin's pocket.
Right, and he had it in the pocket. That's right, I forgot. I forgot he had that in his pocket. Okay, that makes sense.
After all, the key itself opens the safe in his office. And inside that safe, there was a document about Kodopian paper signed by Mr. Cochin. In order to make it look like Mr. Cochin died as the leader of the smuggling ring, you had to make it so that the police were the ones who opened that office safe. All that hard work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try matching this knife's blade with your wound, Mr. Kirkus Alba? And that is what some may call the coup de grace.
Impossible. You can't take me down. Swine, all of you. Especially Manny Cochin. This is all because of that man's betrayal. He sought to steal control of the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador. Which is why he deserved to die while bearing the guilt for all my crimes for me. That's why I sent out the Yatagarasu's card, and how this incident was born. Is anyone recording this right now, by the way? Someone in this group should be having the phone out and recording this for testimony in court. Manny was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader, who was killed by the Yatagarasu. But I had another reason. Yet another story that was supposed to play out. Manny's death was supposed to bring everything to a close. And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling prosecutors. That's funny.
Mr. Alba, I'm afraid there is one more question I forgot to ask. How do you feel about solitary confinement? This country's or Alabast's? Which country's court would you like to face first? Either way, it's game over for you.
Gross. Ew. Oh, I hope everyone went home and got like at least 5 hours of sleep. Everyone had a sleepover at Edgeworth's massive place. Can you imagine? That would be so cute. Stop. Okay. Whew. Oh wait, this is multiple days later. Okay, well I hope everyone's caught up on sleep. This is it, the big day. It's Mr. Alba's trial today.
And next week he's scheduled to stand trial in his own country of Alabast. Francisca is heading that one. I suspect she'll be serving a full course of whiplashes at it.
Having to face Ms. Von Karma in court right after facing you, sir. I don't even want to think of what that would be like. I caught a glimpse of Mr. Alba as he was being escorted to the courthouse. Boy, he looked about as glum as I do the day before I get my monthly paycheck. You know, I've been thinking. That flight attendant and even Mr. Portsman were all Mr. Alba's secret agents.
Correct. That smuggling ring was the common thread between all of the incidents. Camille was to provide support during smuggling ops, using her job as an attendant.
And see, this is another thing. The fact that you have to like point this out and tell this to me means this story wasn't as solidly written. We should already have figured it out.
And Mr. Portsman was to manipulate trials related to the ring to end in their favor.
Oh, go you airlines and even the prosecutor's office. No one was safe from the smuggling ring, huh, sir?
I suspect that there are even more members of this ring spread throughout the world. We're going to euthanize all of them.
Yeah, sounds like such a big op that I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. Maybe like a Taylor Swift concert. Sorry.
What is it, Detective?
Nothing. It's just, well, come to think of it, Mr. Ernest Amano's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir.
I'm aware of that. Mr. Amano has been working with the smuggling ring now for over 10 years. He used the Amano Group's various connections worldwide to assist the ring. But all of that has come to an end as his conglomerate is now undergoing harsh scrutiny. I owe Mr. Amano a debt of gratitude, but he must pay his debt to society.
Well, with the arrests of both Mr. Alba and Mr. Amano, I guess that about wraps up the KG-8 incident as well, huh?
I suppose so. The real killer in the KG-8 incident 10 years ago was Manny Cochin. And 7 years ago, the killer in the second KG-8 incident was Macrel. Those two facts are the unshakable truth. However, it seems that a lot of effort was put into hiding these facts. These and other truths from us. I just added the word facts, I'm very sorry. And I will expose it all at the trials today.
You're solving cases left and right today, aren't you, sir?
CCU and Dead Man. Perhaps now, these two brave souls who tried to make the truth known can rest in peace. By the way, I received some gifts from Ambassador Paleno. Shrimp, crab, beef. I don't need any of these, so I'm giving them to you.
What? Seriously, sir? Oh, wait. Actually, I don't think I want them anymore. The way you're holding them. Don't tell me they're just coupons, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, have you not read the paper recently? Ever since the two countries became Codopia again, its economy has changed.
Really?
And it seems that Ambassador Paleno has reaped a few benefits of his own from it. He has been announced as the official ambassador of the newly reunified Codopia.
Yay, good for him. Ah, but what a pity. Even though every item he sent is a treasure, you don't seem all that Even though every item he sent is a treasure, you don't seem all that interested. Well, if you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely assistant, Kay. Wait, that's not what I said. So, Mr. Edgeworth, please let me have them, sir. Actually, come to think of it, where is Kay? How come she's still not here? Hey! You've got to be more alert than that! Ah! I can't believe you didn't notice. I was even mimicking Mr. Edgeworth's voice for a bit. Sorry. I totally didn't notice you, or realize that voice was you. I forgot to get my Proverbs book. Langzi says, ferocious love blossoms with each new spring. What does he fucking mean by that, dude?
Agent Long, a pleasant surprise to see you here.
It's been a long time since I've set foot into a courthouse, but I wasn't gonna miss watching the guy who screwed up my country finally get what's coming to him. Well, that and something else. I want to see you in action in court.
Is that so, Agent Long?
We flushed out all the counterfeit bills, so Zhongfa is finally at peace again. And it's all thanks to you, so I just want to say thanks. Wow, I never thought I'd see the day old Wolfie says thanks to Mr. Edgeworth.
I should be the one thanking you, Agent Long. If you hadn't negated Mr. Alba's extraterritorial rights, I would not have been able to bring him to trial. I believe the victory belongs to the both of us in this case.
A shared victory, huh? Look, don't get me wrong. I'll still never forgive you prosecutors. And I have zero interest in that truth thing you talk about in court. I've always done things my own way, and that's not about to change. You got that?
I see. Well, I believe you should follow your own creed when you do your job.
Yeah, and if there's ever someone your precious truth can't catch, feel free to sit around and cry about it all you want.
But as for me, I'm gonna get that person no matter what.
All right. It's about time for the trial to start. I will see you later.
I'll be watching your performance from the gallery. I'm looking forward to this. I prepared a whole ton of ticker tape for today's victory, sir.
Oh, Gumshoe, you're so cute. We don't deserve you.
I'll help throw some around when Mr. Edgeworth wins. Hope you've got enough, because I'm gonna go call my men up as well.
A modest amount of ticker tape goes a long way. Someone has to clean that up. The scene shifts to the courtroom, and the final act of this long tale begins. Hey. The legend of the great thief Yatagarasu. It's the story of those who chose to dedicate their lives to the pursuit of the truth. Prosecutors are those who will seek a guilty verdict for the defendants they meet, and to that end you have no choice but to win by any means necessary. That creed was forced on me since I was very young. However, I no longer think that it is all we prosecutors are, and that is because... Even though I've only been away from the courtroom for a short time, I feel as though it's been a lifetime since I've set foot in one. And today, more than any other day, I feel the fight within me rising.
Objection!
Yay! Oh my god, it's done! We did it! Now we have to sit through credits. Are we gonna get little dialogues from the characters? I don't remember. Oh yeah! I really am in Mr. Edgeworth's debt for the other day. I don't remember her voice at all. Thanks to him, I'm still free to serve in the friendly blue skies. Oh, so about my suitcases. I've been selling them on the internet and they've become a real sensation. Thanks to the praise and the art world has lavished on my work as being truly postmodern. The airline has chosen me to design their new line of Go You jumbo jets. Oh god. Just think, someday you'll be able to take a ride in my pink-walled, yellow-seated jet.
Oh god. Someone take that power away from her.
Edgeworth, that rudeness of a rude man. Because of him, my time and money is wasted. But more importantly, yeah, I received a most fantastic treasure recently, the prima statue of the Principality of Cordobia. It waits a bit light in my hands, but Ambassador Paleno was most generous. Is this the fake one? Did he give him the fake one? That's really funny. Did he give him the one that was used? That's really funny. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's so funny. Fran! We finally caught Agent Hicks's killer, and I was able to witness Mr. Alba's teary eyes. Feels good to finally bring everything to a close. I received another offer from Interpol to work another case in cooperation with them. However, the Cordobian courts await. Cordobia's air is supposed to be very fresh, so my whip should find new vigor there. Hell yeah, girl. Meekins! This little patrolman has been fired as of today, sir! I thought I was safe since we found the gun I had dropped. But I hadn't noticed that I dropped my police badge too! I guess what really broke the camel's back was that I couldn't find my badge. My little life has suddenly tripped into a dark black hole, sir! I think I'll go to the courthouse and file a complaint with Ruffles Man. Oh, and that's right before he sees Phoenix. Oh no, that's so sad. That's before he sees Phoenix lose his badge. Oh no. Emma, hey girl, I missed you. I was actually hoping to talk with Mr. Edgeworth a bit more than I did. But I've got to get going and return to Europe. I've still got a long way to go and a lot of stuff to study there. Next time I help Mr. Edgeworth on a case, I'm going to do it as a real forensic scientist. I'm sure he's going to need all the help I can give him, scientifically.
Oh my god, yeah. I forgot about her. Because the kidnapping was staged, I was let off easy. But I won't be going outside much anytime soon, but that's really okay. The only prison I'm forever trapped in is the cage of love. The guard down at the detention center. Oh, when he's on guard duty. He has such a cold look in his eyes, just like that prosecutor. But stop it, Lauren. When will you ever learn to stop being a prisoner of love? I'm a prisoner of love, a prisoner of love. Great song. Nice. Fuck him up. Oh, the judge. Oh, fuck, do I have to do his voice?
It appears there are all sorts of drama that takes place outside of the courtroom. Since we judges are here day in and day out, I've only heard a few rumors, but apparently Mr. Edgeworth teamed up with a thief and became a detective. Maybe I should team up with a bailiff and try to become a lawyer or something.
Can that be Ace Attorney 7? Iwadare-san, arigato. Itsumo arigato. Maggie! Oh, and then this is in timeline order, too, I'm realizing. Kinda, sorta. Woo! I barely escaped death yet again! Yeah, but boy, were we lucky to have Mr. Edgeworth help us out, huh? Oh, their credits are together. Yeah, but because I lost the key, I got fired from my security guard job. Don't let it get you down, Maggie. You still got me. You're right, sir. I won't be sad. I'm going to pick myself up and get through this. I wonder what my next job should be. Ooh, this is actually kind of fun. And then they kiss. Brandon Gay. Let's fucking go. No, Janet is also fucking amazing. Oh my god, hey. Hi, King. Why not come to Codopia for your summer vacation? We have coupons aplenty. Right now, our embassy is proud to present our Let's Investigate a Murder show. Although recreating that particular case has created a few small fires of its own. Then we had a few problems with the fire marshals, but the next event will be great. It will be an attraction entitled Capture the Yatagarasu. Of course, I hope to win this case, help in creating our latest attraction. Good for her. She's got work. Lawrence. I can't believe that Mindy ditched me and went to Japan. But it's okay, because that's how I met Miharu. We're planning to go to Paris soon and start a business. We're gonna sell Blue Ocean dogs. They'll sell like hotcake hot dogs for sure. A blue hot dog and a blue bun, I guarantee it'll turn your tongue and your face blue. I know I'm not really the type to work a lot, or at all really, but... Oh, so I noticed that I really haven't seen the guy in the blue suit at all recently. I wonder what's up. Well, next time we meet, I'm gonna make him meet one of my dogs. Phoenix mention. I love how they refuse to say his name. Oh my god, is it bad or lung?
I gave testimony in court today as a member of the Yatagarasu.
Hi. Yeah, Mr. Bad. You look well, all things considered. By the way, have you noticed that elements within the ring have begun moving?
They're probably fighting over who should succeed. Over who should be the next boss. Although, to be honest, I wish I could forget I'd ever heard of that smuggling ring.
Lang Zi says, thoroughly bite the poisonous snake from head to tail. No one runs afoul of the law and escapes this wolf's fangs. I'll get you all yet.
Ah, youth. When did I become so old, I wonder?
Oh.
I've begun noticing the gray hairs in my beard more. Thinking of retiring my mirror.
No, King, you're so attractive. Ah, yes, that guy.
That man.
Oh, is it old bag time? I was the pink princess and the pink badger all in the span of 2 days. Talk about busy. But it's alright because I got a letter from my beloved Edgy Poo. Please take care of your hip, and when you wish to speak, first take off your headpiece. What does he mean by that last statement? It's not like I enjoy being under a headpiece every time I see him. I've been an alien and then some creepy fuzzy pink animal, and then I was a pink princess, a great hero of justice. But trying to do her voice and the speech forced to belch out of me. I'm so sorry. Oh God. Oh, make me barf. Okay, yay. The gang. When he stays hustling, and I respect that. Honestly, yeah. Whoop! It's a gumshoe whoop. I feel so much better now that the trial's over. And as always, your legal prowess was top-notch, sir. Yeah, and nothing beat the look on Mr. Alba's face when you revealed the ring's secrets. I was amazed. You're like a totally different person when you step into a courtroom. Mr. Edgeworth is always 10 times fiercer in court.
Based on the information Mr. Alba offered up, they've begun large-scale operations to clean up the rest of the ring, which I'm happy to leave to Francisca and Agent Long.
So what are your plans now, Kay? Oh, well, we've taken care of the creep who killed my father, so I'm not sure. Hey, I know! Maybe I'll just keep on being Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Are you still trying to steal my job, pal? Just kidding, just kidding. I can't steal something so important to you, Gummy. Phew, what a relief.
Kay,
Yes?
even after all that's happened, are you still planning to become a great thief?
Of course. But I don't want to tarnish the legend of the noble Yatagarasu. So I'm going to hold off on doing anything until I make a tight 3-person team of my own. Where is this game? This is the game I want. K. Emma Maya. Looks directly at camera. Where is it? Or, K. Emma Athena. A 3-person team. A 3-person team of young beauties the same age as me, if possible.
With those criteria, I highly doubt you'll find the 2 other people you need.
Edgeworth. My father chose to fight for the truth. I think that's what was so noble about him. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, the only things I will ever steal are the truths that have been hidden away. I'm going to work extra hard to make a world where the Yatagarasu isn't needed.
Let's both strive for such a future.
Well, I guess it's time for me to get going.
I see. Kay, keep your chin up and stay strong, okay? And don't be a stranger.
Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be sure to break the lock on the window and sneak in. Girl, we're on like what floor?
If you could, I'd appreciate it if you came in through the building's front door.
It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. The lock on my window at home has been broken for forever. Oh, one last thing before I go. Let's take a group picture, just the 3 of us. Yeah, a commemorative photo. Every big case has to end with one.
No.
Hey, why not? Don't tell me you're camera shy, Mr. Edgeworth.
Of course not, Detective.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm taking the picture now. Hey, come back here. Mr. Edgeworth, you can't run away from this, sir.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe! Stop that! I can't be seen doing that!
Okay, I'm totally taking it now. Say cheese!
And thus, the long tale of the KG-8 incident came to a close. It saw the demise of a smuggling ring and the birth of a little great thief. But there was little time to rest and relax. for I am eager to tackle the investigation into a new case. The reason for my eagerness is my want to pursue the truth and my want to believe in the strength of those who use the power of the law for good. As someone who has chosen to live my life as a prosecutor, that is my new creed.
Aww. Family. Aww. Aww. Okay, I'm my son in the next game. Yeah, dude. Maddie, if you haven't read my fic before, you should, because that is a trio in one of my fics. My Clopalo fic. Wow, we did it. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the gallery now that we can. Oh, accolades, eh? Okay. Okay, there's some spoilers in here, so I won't look around. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't... Much to what may be your surprise, I don't hate this game. It's just the last half of the last case, honestly, I wish was different. I wish they had locked in more on the focus of the Yatagarasu mystery, because it's the most compelling part, for sure. I really could not give a flying fuck about Alba and the smuggling ring, because it wasn't ever our real problem. It was Francisca and Long's issue to begin with. Oh, Larry. But I do think this is still a really fun game, just other than that last case. And I feel like the last case is better if you're not streaming it. I noticed... Also, I never noticed her bangs look like a raven almost in some points. Damn. What a badass. Hold on. Holding the Iron Infant by the head when he's sopping one is really funny. Okay, work. Wait, what is his belt? Okay, it looks like a dragon, maybe. Aww. Time for me to sleep. Work calls tomorrow. Oh, good night. Thank you for hanging out. Get some sleep. Good luck with work. Yeah, I don't think that this is a bad game at all. I just, I don't know. It's very frustrating that the game is very good and then that last part is so wretched. How do I... Oh, okay. X. Why he walk like that? Walking with that big dig energy. That dig. Missile! Oh, what a dog. Oh! Oh, dog. I'm gonna look... Sina has a forked tongue, and I always forget about it. Where... Oh, yeah, here we go. When she laughs. Oh. Okay, yeah, work. At one point. Oh, they don't show it? Oh, you know what? They might only show it as Callisto. Let's find out. Oh, okay. Interesting. They don't show it. Well, she has a forked tongue, believe it or not, which is crazy. God, it doesn't show it. Oh, maybe it's here. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Anyway, yeah, so, the good news is that the next Investigations game is
phenomenal. It's so good. Like unbelievably so. But that will be next time. And by next time I mean November. So October, I will be streaming only Persona 5 Royal, and then I'll be out for a little while. And then when I come back in November, I'll definitely still be streaming on Saturday nights. I may change what night I do other stream, like what my other stream night is. It just kind of depends. I don't know. We'll see. But like, yeah. So basically all of November until the 22nd I'll be gone. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure it out. But that's later me problem. The next time I'm streaming will be the 5th of October. And then again on the 12th. Probably. I don't know. There's like Thanksgiving in there. I don't know. It's kind of messy. I'll put up events when I can, when I know things. But in the meantime, Ace Attorney Investigations, that will be a little bit of a break. I think that'll be the game that I play on the 22nd. I think that'll be the Saturday night one. And then the other day, whatever day I decide, that will be Persona. So, anyway. Yeah. I can go ahead and put that event up, I guess. You know the drill. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. Be good to yourself. Be kind. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Please wear a mask. Please. Make life easier for everyone, including you, and just wear a mask. Eat the rich. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you when I see you. And if not for Persona 5, then Ace Attorney in November. Okay, bye!